Hello everybody and welcome back. I'm Count Christo and this is the Once More with Feeling campaign. We are playing, of course, as the German Reich in the wonderful Black Ice mod. It's been a few days since I last recorded. Looks like we're falling behind on Gateway to Europe. I'm going to power into doing much more demands for that, I think. Better Swedish trade relations. I think I'd rather just invade them, honestly. So we could choose to motorize this template now. And this decision I don't mind, because it costs you something, right? You have to, I mean, first off, it costs political power, but secondly, you actually have to have got to a certain level of army strength. So that kind of makes sense for me. Updates the need for new equipment types. You what? Anyway, but that gives war support, so we're definitely going to do that. Awesome, which means one of these infantry divisions somewhere is now motorized. Does it change the icon, or does it just change... Alright, here's the motorized version. Okay, so I won't delete this one, and we can edit this? Yes, indeed. So this is going to be our, our motorized division. And I will just call it, you know, motorized. Because I'm boring. Good. Motorized. Rename. Lovely. Keep the motorized symbol. That's fine. Yeah, I'd love to be able to delete all these, but I'm told that will come later, so we can wait. We need to ramp up our military production. Oh, okay. Motorized division. So this is the delete 29 infantry and remove all things using the template. So yeah, this is replacing them. Which means now I can delete some of these, maybe? Or maybe it already did it. Okay, another one. So I am going to form these, because I think by forming them... Oh yeah, you remember the game crashed, so we're going to need to redo these... things here. Yes, it deleted some templates. Nice. This is much less cluttered now. I like it. This is... What is this? Why would you ever want this template? Can't delete it. Well, give me time. Right, I'm going to use an image. So delete the red ones. And something else here. Yeah, this one. That one's a special template. Okay, so we got this motorized one. What's the difference between these? They appear to be the same. Oops. I think they're exactly the same. Yes, well. Can't delete that one because someone's using it. Alright, well. We'll just find the one using it. Yeah, you guys. You guys are the Tichy guys? Yeah. Oh, the coastal artillery? Oh, I see. Okay. Well, I'll just switch you to my coastal artillery template. No, that's not my coastal artillery template. Where's my coastal artillery template? Did I not make a coastal artillery template? I swear I did. Or did this just transform my coastal artillery template into these? I think that might be what happened, because my coastal artillery does not seem to be here. Okay. In that case, I will rename you. Coastal RT divisions. And we'll give them the coastal artillery symbol. I think there is a coastal artillery symbol, right? I mean, in the unit designer? I mean, here. There doesn't appear to be a coastal artillery symbol. So I guess we'll make coastal artillery like black garrison. Like the color switched garrison one. That works. U3. Did you just get... I mean, did we have infantry divisions that were these guys before? I'm very confused. Anyway. You guys can go and sit there. The port isn't south of Hamburg like Manila, is it? No, good. What else do we need? Right, so I've been we looked into how trade works. Apparently, tungsten is the only one not currently actually functioning. We can make it work for steel and rubber and aluminium and chromium, but not for tungsten. So we are going to have to keep importing tungsten. That's fine. That just means we have to conquer Sweden, which I'd probably do early on anyway. Now we have some divisions. Right, the motorized division. He can go in with the tanks. That's fine. What was the other thing I was trying to figure out? And yeah, annoying that we're building another chromium one, a tungsten one. I think I'm going to let it finish because maybe they'll patch it so tungsten storage works before we end the campaign. But yeah, it's irritating, but what are you going to do? So, yes, the motorized guy needs to switch to my motorized, which apparently means he does have to change, but that's just because he's currently empty. Yeah, fair enough. And we'll delete the new one. Jolly good. Now, there was something else I wanted to do. What was it? Well, first off, let's save in case it crashes again. And I don't want to have to redo all that stuff. What are you doing? Sitting in port. Oh, he's a hipper. Nice. He's going to be going out with our raiders. Excellent. Well, you can get into the training fleet. Excellent. We are now losing fuel, so I will stop the coastal subs training, I think, for a bit. Does that bring us back into the red? The green, sorry. Nearly. These guys, yeah, see, they are still getting quite damaged. So generally, you don't want to train submarines just because they get too damaged. We have some political power. What was the change that I made last time? I don't recall. Oh, have we finished? Yeah, we finished constructing civs. So let's switch on to some basic bonds. Get that factory output, military and dockyard construction. Seems pretty good to me. Nice. Very nice. And is that war support ticking up? Oh yeah, 0.2 weekly change. That's pretty good. Nice. Who's the pride of our fleet right now? It's this. What is it? A Deutschland class. Okay, yeah. You cannot be the pride of our fleet. Although reappointing a pride of your fleet when your previous one is sunk is free. Whereas if I wanted to appoint, like if we wanted to make the hipper, where's the hipper gone? I thought we just merged a hipper into this fleet. There he is. So if we wanted to make the hipper the pride, it would cost us 100 political power. But yeah, we can take a 30-day war support penalty. That's fine. We'll let the other pride sink, and then we'll make one of our new pocket battleships. Not their pocket battleships; they're actually heavy cruisers. But maybe there were those that would argue that pocket battleships are heavy cruisers anyway. So what do I know? Right. So it's February, which means our first land acquisition can begin. We can do Anschluss. Fantastic. We can get the Germans press for Anschluss event on these guys. Nice, and they'll have just finished some more infrastructure efforts. Very nice. They've already done a bunch of construction efforts, which is superb. Right, we've got a tech slot. I'm just going to keep doing Blitzkrieg. Have we already done Achtung Panzer? I thought we haven't. No, we just have two 25% research bonuses. Okay, so how long is the Achtung Panzer focus? Let me have a look here. 28 days. Can we afford to delay Anschluss by 28 days? Well, if we did that and then Achtung Panzer and then Anschluss, we would let the Austrians finish their current focus before we annex them, which would give them some more infrastructure, which is obviously good. The thing is, I don't want to spend the 25% bonuses on these because I can get 25% bonuses for all three of these that are specific for these, and then we can use the 25% bonuses further down when we consider maybe getting Volkssturm and stuff, because it is different in this mod. It gives yeah, leg infantry recovery rate, which is pretty freaking good. I mean, we probably have to go this side because the recovery rate on tanks is just absurdly good. Yeah, so I'm not going to research that right now. Chance to get sick is kind of important. Oh, we can get... Oh, that's just retention. That's not that important. And we're not wanting to do those yet. I could get this. I mean, the output is just crazy good. We are going to want all of these. Paratrooper. Infantry equipment IT cost minus 1%. That's pretty good. We build a lot of infantry equipment. Go on then, I'll get that. Sometime soon, though, we're going to start doing Disperse 3 because the industry techs in Black Ice are just so powerful. And with more slots, going ahead of time is a much easier proposition to sell me on. So, people have pointed out, quite correctly, that having 125 size air wings is actually not bad because it means if you do this, you split twice, there you go. Nice. Thank you for pointing that out. That's extremely helpful. So we will be running with kind of sensibly sized... Oh, that's my front door. I will be right back. Sorry. It's alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Someone came to read the neighbour's gas electricity meters. Alright, on a Saturday, which is weird. Anyway, let's get back into it. Sorry about that. So, you guys, why are you in little wings? Because that's all we have of you, right? You guys, fighters. I expect to have full wings of you by the time the war starts. Where's the Cass? Here it is. You guys have some experience. But if I merge and split, you should retain the experience. Yeah, so there we go. They're in proper wings. Good. Thank you very much. There were a couple of people that pointed that out in the comments. Oh, sorry, I just legged it up a bunch of stairs. Thank you very much for doing so. It's extremely helpful. So, Japanese volunteers. Let's keep just grinding away for army experience. Chinese surprisingly well organized over here. Let's get that. Achtung. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, it won't let me. There we go. Okay, that's weird. I don't mind taking infantry losses over here, so I'm fine. I'm fine just throwing our men into battles, whether or not they win. We'll get experience, and that's what matters. Is there anything in here I actually want to do? I don't think so. None of these actually give bonuses, right? Yeah, not that I can see. Train the workforce is still something that I'm considering doing, but I think we should fill out our government first. Speaking of filling out the government, we're approaching the time where we're going to want to invent some more stuff with the Navy. So, and we are building, so we are trying to go for some surface raider stuff. So do we double down on the surface raider stuff, or do we go with the U-boat? The torpedo attack, honestly, only the visibility in here is really useful. These are the same. This one's just strictly better. What? I mean, last time I thought one was strictly better, I was wrong. In fact, I'm so wrong, I am going to actually change this. Small arms research time. There's so many more techs in the small arms category. And if we look. I mean, what even is there in uniforms? 1, 2, 3. Small arms, it's all this. All this. All this. Right? I mean, let's look here. That's in infantry weapons, infantry weapons, infantry weapons. I bet infantry weapons means small arms. Infantry weapons, infantry weapons, infantry weapons. Yeah, nothing here is called small arms. So I suspect all of this is small arms. Everything in the infantry weapons category. So it's obviously a waste. Cost us 300 political power to put him in place rather than the normal 150, but oh well. I was lured in by Hugo Boss. You guys all fully repaired up. Nice. It doesn't take long to repair submarines, fortunately. There's the basic fire control system. Excellent. I think that means it's time to begin constructing our glorious raiding cruisers, which is quite exciting. Is there anything else we really want for them? We're not using heavy torpedoes in the end. We decided we weren't going to put dual-purpose batteries on. I think they're ready. I think we have all the tech we need. And now let's start getting some tech that they will need. Small caliber piercing shells will definitely be useful. I wanted to use naval experience to speed this up. You know what? Let's at least do it once we've got a naval designer. These are ahead of time. Although we could use better Panzer IIs. Yeah, that seems good. We'll get a tank designer next so we can get a good version of these Panzer IIs. Because we seem to be deciding that the Panzer IIs are actually pretty darn good. Rather than necessarily going for the more expensive, bigger ones. Okay, so we're looking at light raider class cruisers. Right? We haven't designed the Hippos personally. No. We will make a heavy cruiser class that's different. Oh right, this is before I actually fiddled with these. Okay, let's look into that. The crash, of course, undid my stuff on the Bismarck. Now, how much has that progress has actually been made here? Do you not see that? If I give you a factory, can I see it then? Bismarck has a total cost of 16 16256. Is that correct? 16256. Yeah. Well, I think the thing is, I'm tempted to not build this because I want to modify it. You know, I don't think it necessarily needs the seaplane, and I want to give it base, you know, AA fire control, and I want to give it maybe a slightly larger engine, maybe slightly thinner armor. I think we don't waste the fact that we've been given whatever this is, like 5% bonus, and we will build these. 4 capital ships to go alongside our raiding cruisers seems like a pretty nice number. We will just tone down sub production in order to go with it. These are the... Why are these called Cs? Ah, that meant cheap, didn't it? Yeah, let's not do that, because the other ones are coastal, and that's just really confusing. We'll build a few less coastal raiders, and we don't need all these extra ones in here. So, when you next finish, stop building more raiders on 2 of them. That gives us 5. We need another 3, so you as well. Good. Now we've got 2 on raiders, sorry, 3 on raiders, 2 on coastal raiders, but these ones aren't filled out yet. That sounds about right. Okay, good. And then once the Scharnhorst is finished, we can start building some of our cruiser raider classes. Our raider class cruisers, that is to say. So, give me that basic AA fire control. That's a pretty nice upgrade, pretty cheap too. I would kind of like radar, and if we're not going to start building them until we finish the Scharnhorst, maybe we could make that happen. Maybe we switch off this. I think we don't have... Oh, we also definitely need radios. I think we actually don't have the tech, though, for radar. Requires disometric radar, which is... here. Right, we could actually research that right now. Yeah, we need to go hard on this side of the research, but I think we'll focus there once some more things finish. Which means, if we're not putting radar on it, and I don't think detection is going to be a huge problem. 22 surface detection is pretty good, and if we're sending them along with capital ships with planes on them, I think they'll be pretty useful. So, I think we begin constructing some cruisers. I think we're ready. Ah, right, but we also want improved direct-to-fire, absolutely. Is that the right battery? This is not a capital ship. That looks wrong to me. That's the capital ship battery, normally. The only question is, do we put more anti-air? How much would it cost for us to go with 12 instead? If we went with 12 interwar high caliber guns, it's not a huge cost increase. It's only 100 cost increase for a 25% anti-air. It is slower. Plus its light attack is actually significantly higher. Strength, its reliability is a bit lower. Yeah, I think we go with the larger anti-air emplacement instead. Yeah, okay. And that's it. That's what we're going to start building. So, give me some of these. And I want some of them being produced at a very high priority. So let's actually knock out another line of raider subs. We have got a crazy amount of subs already. 2 raiders, 2 coastal raiders. Really, though, I don't really want quite that many coastal raiders. Okay. We've already got 137 subs. I know we want more because they will drop like flies. But still, that seems like a lot, doesn't it? I think this is an important decision we can take. Order foreign SS unit recruitment, which gives subject manpower requirement up. No, thank you. Not worth 15 political power. So we do have pretty low. But then again, we're not really using much manpower right now because our shortfall is very much in equipment rather than in manpower. So we'll just let time go. Excuse me. Move towards Anschluss. Let's do some war games, or rather a military parade. And yeah, the other parties haven't been getting any progress or support from our war games. Our marches, that is. Or maybe they have, we've just been, you know, crushing their support levels so much that they haven't been actually been able to managing to do anything with it. Japan's advance rate in China has stalled a little, but that doesn't really concern me. I'm fairly confident that Japan will manage to win. They're certainly managing to advance when they concentrate force, and if they could unify up with their naval invasion in the south, that would no doubt help their supply situation. Getting a decent amount of army experience here. We might want to look at putting heavy artillery into our infantry. I don't know if that would be worth it, but let's take a look here. So there's normal artillery, medium artillery, motorized medium artillery. We don't actually have, and mountain artillery. We don't actually have heavy artillery right now, which is surprising to me because I thought we had everything. Yeah, heavy artillery, which gives all heavy artillery plus attack. So where's the... Yeah, unlocks Army Arts Battalion. Maybe it's in a different category, like they don't count as support. Right, yeah, don't you put heavy artillery? You have to put... Yeah, there it is. There's the heavy artillery. 24/6 soft attack increase. That's pretty impressive. It does slow you down a lot, especially in bad terrain. How much is the production cost increase? 600? No, it's manpower, sorry. IC cost is 170. Not huge. I mean, that's a big soft attack bonus. I think for now we worry about just getting some infantry out. And we'll focus on maybe getting some artillery in a bit later. Alright, you guys, get to the front. We want to do some more fighting, more XP, all that good stuff. So is production moving towards the Scharnhorsts now? Yes, it is indeed. There's Achtung Panzer, which means it's finally time for Anschluss. Boom. Unifying with our southern brothers. We will... Well, let's try... Do we have any chromium storage? No, we have no storage right now. So I'll just increase imports from Yugoslavia. That's fine. And we're now going to basically try and grab land as fast as we can. You can only establish the Gestapo after you've taken Memel. That's interesting. Does that actually do anything? Oh, we can actually get Gestapo in divisions, which helps out in urban attack and movement, and give you some army experience gain. Yeah, we will want to. We'll want to definitely establish the Gestapo. Probably. They'll help us out in our assaults on major enemy cities, which, as we've seen, can be really tough to take. So it seems certainly an important thing to focus on. Any other decisions I'm interested in? Not right now. There's improved machine tools. Look at that. Production efficiency cap is helping out a great deal. We could get this, but it's really important that we start doing some radio stuff. So let's get on that immediately. Without further ado, even more chromium. There's more and more of our move towards producing the capital ships. So the raiders we can produce pretty quickly in under only about 7 months for a raider production, raider construction. That's pretty good. So at this rate, we'll be ready to launch our raiders in July of 40. That's probably roughly when the war's going to start, if I had to guess. Modify steel mill output by 1. Well, we don't have any problem with steel mill right now. I think dockyard output is what I want to get. So we should be able to get them before then, actually. Let's grab that tank designer before this tank finishes. Yeah, it will before the tank finishes. We're getting political power at a pretty nice click once more. Now, 2s and 3s get IC... Ooh, Panzer 3 IC cost down 5%. It's pretty good. We probably are going to use quite a lot of Panzer 3s. Yeah, that seems really valuable. And I think front-loading our tank strength is sensible. And we could always switch it later, right? If we wanted to. So for now, yeah, I think... Just checking the other ones in case there's anything really good. Czech built Panzer's cheaper. No. Yeah, let's go with that. So we're storing 4,000 aluminium. And if we press this button, it starts outputting it. But because we don't need any, it's not outputting it. But unfortunately with tungsten, it just changes the fill rate rather than the output. On all the other ones, it seems to work, but not on tungsten. I don't know. I don't know why. But it's okay. We can live with it. Just keep these guys bunched up so we can more easily give them orders without really paying any attention to them. Don't want to actually slow down. More trade with Germany, Dutch. We're going to keep doing this. They're probably almost at the point where we can actually get them to cave to us. Let's have a look here. No, they haven't done gateway yet. We need to make sure they don't tread the narrow path or whatever it's called. Not go with either side. There's the improved power grid. Nice. More production efficiency base. It's excellent. I would like civilian works. I would like this. I would like this. Oh, actually, that one doesn't matter. Motorized fuel usage is not that important. We are going to be building some refineries soon. Oh, God. Research speed. Yeah. Of course. We should get that immediately. No hesitation at all on that pick. Okay, these guys are still auto-deploying. That's fine. Now, is there any other changes I want to make to my Panzer division? It's wide enough. We're just going with mostly Panzer IIs with the Panzer IVs thrown in. We presumably don't have any of those divisions. Yeah, we don't have any of these divisions actually deployed. Perhaps we should move towards deploying them. What's the advantage of the Panzer IVs even? Maybe we should just go with the Panzer IIs. They give a decent hard attack bonus, but we get more armor without them. How much cheaper is it without them? Let's take a look here. We're going from 14,940 to... yeah, it's quite a lot cheaper. It is also worse. Well, in some ways. It's got more armor. Lower combat width, too. We could probably compensate for the weaker by going to the same cost. Okay, now that has more defense. And more armor again. It's probably harder, too. Heavier. More strength. More fuel use. Ho-hum. I'm not sure. We're not going to worry about that just yet because our Panzer production just isn't high enough, really. So, getting 3 synthetic oil refineries will help. We need to start getting some synthetic rubber refineries because we're not going to be able to import much during the war. That's for darn sure. We also need just more mill factories. So I think they're probably going to be... We're going to get 2 more synthetic refineries after those ones. God, they're so expensive. No, okay. Get 3 of those, and then I think we're just going to go on getting some military factories down. We need to actually start ramping up our production rates on stuff. And we should also build some naval dockyards, for sure. Let's kind of mix them in a bit here with the military factories. That's good. Okay. Still just powering through here, grabbing that lovely, lovely army experience. There's nylon. Good. Resource gain. Stability gain would be good. Is there anything over here I need to get right now? Not really. Not really worrying about rockets. Oh, yeah. People pointed out that this tank manufacturer cost, could just mean like the tanks are cheaper to build. You might well be right, and that being the case, we should get it early. Because if that's true, obviously that's an incredibly valuable tech, just a phenomenally valuable tech. So we will get that. Alrighty then. Well, in the next episode, Anschluss will take place. I very much look forward to seeing you then. Thank you ever so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.